Hi all, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. I have a quick Divine Masculine Twin Flame read for you. It is February 8th, 2019. The main deck is the Sirian Starseed deck, and I'm going to get right into it. The read was done at 12:19 to 12:21 today. And I had to run out and get my car inspected, which went really well. It took literally half an hour. I was so impressed. So, from the major arcana in the read, we have the excuse me, Higher Self, Hangman, Empress, and Chariot. Higher Self is High Priestess in the traditional deck. Hangman, or Hanging Man, is the Hangman. Empress is actually the Abundance in this deck. Is normally Empress, and then Chariot's the Chariot. There were 2 swords, 3 wands, 2 pentacles. The court cards were Page of Swords, Page of Wands, and the King of Swords. And the after the read card that I was pulled was the Knight of Swords. Okay, so definitely can be kids involved here. And the King of Swords was coming up actually in the position of what the masculine needs to clear. So it could have to do with the legal system, could have to do with himself, and just being in that more truthful, cold energy as opposed to in loving energy. But let's see where this goes. The coding had everything to do with surrender, compassion, and adventure for the masculine. And the numbers were 6, 8, 25, 39, 55, 68, and 232. And the message is about the surrender, compassion, and adventure. Was really about the love of seeing self, being at 0 point, like in the masculine, getting the hang of that. The seeking of I in order to expand, and Han came up as identifying the masculine, which it always amazes me, the things that come up, because Han comes up for the masculine read all the time, but Han never comes up in the feminine read. So the masculine identifying himself with Han Solo, right, because he's solo. But it was coming up as seeking I in order to expand support for the divine masculine. So the masculine, you need to support self-love in order to gain support from others. It's not the other way around, where you think they're only going to support you if you give more and more and more. The message here is saying the more you love yourself and stay at 0 point and seek I, the more it'll expand your own support system. So as we get into the read, it's a message in a bold move from the Empress in standing up for the union and self. Could definitely be the divine feminine. Can be a mother or a karmic in your life, sister, partner, whatever it is. But allowing some balance to come out here. So some feminine, whether it's your divine feminine or someone else, is allowing balance to now come out in the open. And it's basically her coming out and saying she'll do her part. Sovereign new passion, leading the way and getting attention for deep connection and commitment. Some divine masculines may have a child who wants to get married, or he's planning on being back in the saddle again under Archangel Michael and Metatron this time. The divine feminine new passion has a new passion for their union, and maybe for the masculine he's thinking it's time. The magician is out making magic, awake but losing hope of retaining control of the situation, while so much feminine emotional energy is around him, as well as maybe a leaky ceiling, or just his own emotions that need releasing. The underlying energy for the masculine today was release your ex. Beneath that was flirt. So be lighthearted and be your loving self around others, but it's time, if you're no longer living with your ex, it's time to release the energy around you of the ex, whether it's things in your home or just your own thoughts and feelings that need to go. The 5D world is out, as well as watching 3D conflicts going on, so maybe watching what's going on in your other's life, whether you're divine feminine, divine masculine, but also watching 3D conflict, but also competition, as romantic tie, Flame, is loving what she sees in the mirror, and others around him are noticing. The King of Cups is being a loving man, or just, it means unconditional love, it was just 444. Someone always gets hurt in the end, but what were their intents? There's a woman coming up here who may have been tied to interfering with the union on the masculine side, mothering or treating the divine masculine like a baby in order to manipulate him, or the opposite and very harsh with him, whatever is like the mother energy in his life. And then love partnership comes up as the underlying energy as well, as being really important along with relationship change. All right, so the underlying energy is all about a change in a love partnership, very significant. So then there's also energy of the Chariot as the karmic energy acting out, haughty, arrogant, while the divine masculine is giving generously at present so that third-party situation gets no attention. The truth will prevail, maybe in the sand dunes, in green silk, or oriented to green, looking over water without attention to discover what his heart says to him. So the masculine may be taking time away to think, and really figure out what's in his heart. Or possibly dealing with a flood at home or work. In need of attention, feeling like a failure, a message or news of commitment or contract between Emperor and King of Cups, or Emperor and unconditional love. And love partnership, release your ex, or a group. Okay, so Taurus, Aries, Cancer, Pisces, and or Libra came up in this cluster right there. So some kind of group, which is not only the ex, releasing your ex as far as love partnership, but if you're in a contract that doesn't serve your life, it's releasing that as well, the group. So recently, twin flames comes up without peace, in need of passionate movement or release. Or choosing a path but couldn't find peace in moving quickly and had to do it more slowly, I guess. Awake to the Empress and the Magician, that partnership. At night, now Leo or ego is the one feeling left out and suffering, or saying to their self, what have I done? The foundation here, and number 18 came up here, which is the moon, but the foundation is all about work and working out details, where the worst of the disconnection is over, now spending again whatever the Queen of Cups reversed wants in the dissolution. So whether that be the karmic or someone in the environment at the time that needs the attention, or the divine feminine, it can be any of them. Centrally recovering financially and free to leap without attention according to the justice system. So someone's divorce might have come through. The wounded warrior is guarded in the wake of a death. Family has made him feel left out, or literally was not told about something, or left out in the cold, but he is free now to be himself, a chance to be truly happy. The King of Pentacles is passionately moving or going somewhere at night, maybe one who will help him if he is moving, or one who is aware. The challenge being conflict, as the Queen of Swords finds peace with her conflict and transformation, and this is just coming up as the aspect of the feminine who's speaking her truth. Now crowning is the higher self, your twin for the masculine. The Queen of Pentacles is okay without family. She's already let go, choosing epiphanies and sudden change, and deliberating any negative judgments by being vulnerable and allowing others their own pain to deal with, not caring what others say or do, that's their issue. Okay, once you've spoken your truth and you're being loved, that's all you can do. And if they don't resonate with that, then they have to go off and heal themselves. He's recovering practically and finding peace with higher self, tired of negative self-talk, anger and exhaustion. And I was getting literally that he's tired of hearing his own self-talk, okay? Ready to burn the past and move on, transmute and end the pain, allowing the Queen of Cups' affection and her tugging at his heartstrings. Hung up and desperate to be happy and get his wish of angel and Sphinx and destiny and talking to other twins. Walking away, taking leap to expose addictions and dark energies, anxieties, and any depression. Soon the hanging man splits, needing clarity of uncomfortable emotions and to make sure his kids are okay, not hiding lack of power, or Queen of Swords talking about no longer wanting to be sovereign, or just teens spending too much and not in their power, not learning to be independent. The King of Wands is exposing the High Priestess, or secret, or his own psychic abilities at home, work, or in his union destiny. He is abundant, with his heart open wide, the King of Pentacles expressing feelings that are strong to the Empress, or expressing them to the Leo, or ego about his feelings for his Empress and abundance. Okay? So love, so whether that's, the Empress can be his divine feminine. It also can be him just speaking to his karmic, or it could be speaking to someone about his mother even. So it just depends on your situation. But love yourself first comes up for the masculine, as well as finances and career, and attraction. There's a magnetic attraction here. Around the divine masculine, or how he is seen, is the Page of Wands, the masked boy, seeker of flames, with an inner flame. That's the other thing. The masculine always comes up as the masked boy with the inner flame, whereas that never comes up for the feminine. So detoxing his destiny, time alone to ground and integrate, love offer, while other hermit sheds light on unconditional love. The masculine needs to clear blocks about the King of Swords, truth and logic, or lawyers in the legal system, frustration for a new life or offering a new life, or money without sexual relationship, or payment to block creativity. So whatever situation you've been in now, if you've been in a sexless marriage, which could be for some, not all, but just, feeling like you're paying for sex because that's the only way you can get it. But so it's like coming up that the masculine's worried about this, continuing in the next relationship. Why would that change? Okay. So the masculine needs to release any of those kind of blocks of just assuming anything without love. Because the King of Swords, is all about truth. He's truthful and honorable, but he's not very affectionate and open-hearted, okay? So it's blocking any of those qualities of not keeping your heart open. It was just 1144, because anything without your heart open is not where you want to be. There's impatience to be free, to choose path with the High Priestess twin and his own psychic abilities as the King of Wands. He's the man of passion and creativity. The cards that came up from the numerology deck were surrender, compassion, and adventure, but even more so for the masculine to follow your dreams. Boldly going where no man has gone before. Having a talk and some quiet time alone to have it out with prisoner or your own anxieties and expose what you're feeling. Okay? The High Priestess is rising above harsh messages coming in, or just the truth, or secretly the masculine's up nights with messenger of truth in his union. Fessing up to the family about 5D messages after having it out with a partner and or his twin, inspired by third party, he's over the loss and regret, ending battles and wounds, and deception of King of Swords and his children and or his twin, and coming together. Message at work of the Empress with an open heart to the masked boy, twin flames both left behind, expanding and hanging out, the King of Swords to his higher self, ascending with 5D messages, and now making a bold move to come out with the truth. Okay, so these are the energies for the read. I'll pull you a quick card before I go. Let's see what deck. And Jesus came out in the earlier union read, so I'm going to pose it to Jesus today. I'm going to pull you guys a Journey of Love card. I don't usually, because I know that's more of a feminine thing, but that's what I'm feeling guided to do. So take a deep breath, guys. All right. Clear and align. Clear and align. Okay, so this February 8, 2019, for the Divine Masculines out there, the twins, and any Divine Masculines who may be watching. We're posing to you, Jesus, for everyone watching, in the best and highest good of all those concerned. What is it that you want us to know? What is it that you want us to learn? Jesus. All right, the bottom of the deck. Oh, I gave us 3. The Ancient Ones is 52. Okay. 52 is the Queen of Swords. Okay. So the underlying energy is 52 is the Queen of Swords. It's referencing to you guys because you're trying to let go of your King of Swords self. Your underlying energy is your Queen of Swords self. Okay, your twin, your higher self. The Ancient Ones, and that's who you are. Realize that that's who you are. You're all masters. You're angelic humans, and know that about yourself. The cards that came up for you guys here from Jesus, 68 is drop into your heart. Okay, and that's very much about heart energies. It's got the magenta and the green, so it's about heart and higher heart energies and the combination of the masculine and feminine together. And 68 is the Page of Pentacles, which is about new opportunity to learn, to be invited to do something, to expand, to learn how to manifest. So dropping into your heart is like perpetually manifesting new things, okay? Because as the coming into union, you're going to always be at the Y in the road. So, you know, you choose a path, you know, you do what you love to do together or apart, whatever that you want to do together. You ground and integrate it, and it's just that cycle, and then coming back to the Y in the road again. Okay, it was just 1544, which is the devil energies and that mastering energies. Sometimes it feels dark, and sometimes our shadow side comes out within the process, but it's okay. So we let that come up, and we transmute, transcend it, and go to the next step. So the void is, and it's always about being present. The next step is always the present, so you're always just coming back to the present. The void is 40, which is that Page of Cups, that unconditional, pure, innocent love, okay, of new beginnings. And the void is that, you know, is a vortex. It's where you want to be. The void is 0 point. It's the place in the vacuum, you know, where it's safe and still and quiet and peaceful amidst the storm that perpetuates around you. The third card that comes up is contemplation. You know, that's your time alone to work out your own pain issues, meditate, come back to 0 point. 69 is the Ace of Pentacles. All right, so we have here the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles, a new life of perfect harmony, basically. If you drop into your heart and stay at the void, you will have contemplation, which is 69, or the Ace of Pentacles, that beautiful new life of complete contentment, which is its traditional meaning. So I don't know if I'm going to read all 3 of those. I don't want to go long. I'm going to read Drop Into Your Heart, because that was the first one out, 68. So Drop Into Your Heart says, there's a place of light within that no darkness can touch. It cannot be shamed. It can never be made impure. It's never lost, darkened, or unavailable to us, though we may forget sometimes that sitting in a darkened room and not realizing we can stand up and walk into the light so close to us, just on the other side of the doorway to the heart. Whatever may arise, great joy, great sorrow, drop into your heart and offer to the divine, gently bowing your forehead into your hands in prayer. Connect mind and heart. Let yourself have some peace. It wants you, you know. This oracle brings you an offering. The divine would like you to offer whatever is bringing your heart trouble, or of course joy. The divine would like to receive this from you as a gift, that it may return to you some special blessing. Place your hands at your heart in genuine reflection. Perhaps you may choose to offer your heart burden or light now. Either will be joyfully received by the divine, and you shall be graced with a gift in return. And the poem simply says, longing, the dance to move beyond the feeling that draws me forward to a place born within that calls my soul to feel complete. Okay, so just allow it all. I'm going to post the pictures of the read, and then I'm going to go, but rise and be loved, guys. Make sure to drink your water.